sometimes when I close my eyes, I just imagine that there's just like ants everywhere.
That's weird. Why?
Hello, consumers. Welcome to the show. This is your host, Gordian.
Dipshit.
This is your...
If I'm you and you're me, then who are you? And who am I?
I'm... Hello. This is gonna be a weird change in pace because, Ryan is currently in Japan. Ryan, why don't you tell us where you are?
Japan.
Good job. You did it. How about you tell us a little more, actually?
Yokosuka, which is not how you pronounce that.
Nice. You're in Yokosuka.
If you
exactly how you pronounce that. Ryan, 2018.
Yeah, super how you pronounce it. Say that to someone in town and just fucking slap you.
No, they're polite.
Oh, here it is.
If they would have slapped
Yeah.
you, they would have slapped the shit out of Jake Paul. Ayo.
Yeah, they would have killed him. They would have just killed him.
Just hung that guy.
I went to
He
one
would
of
have
the
just been hanging from
I
that
went-
tree.
Oh,
Doubled down on the meme instead of pulling back on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no kidding. But no, yeah, like I went to one of those shrines. And it's really, really nice. So, like, I'm not sure. Like, okay, you're in an unfamiliar environment, right? So you're like, okay, I'll just copy what everyone else does. And plus, we had like a tour guide who was like, hey, do this, or else you're a fucking asshole. So it is actually amazing to think about how the fuck that dude just walks in there and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I want. It's like, no, follow everyone else and do what they're doing. But no, the shrines are really cool. I liked them. I'm not even religious, and I was like, this I shouldn't fuck with. I should not be an asshole. Like, at the shrines and shit, like, I'm not even really that religious, but I was saying, like, I should not, be disrespectful here. Yeah. Someone will come out of nowhere and just drop kick me.
That is probably
Probably
true.
God.
Well, they don't believe
God
me.
himself.
They take my advice to stay away from my God, me and my God.
Let's Amaterasu herself will come down and fucking drop kick
me. There you go, you fucking weeb. There you go. Actually, I'm totally jealous. I'm absolutely 100%.
Did I get drop kicked by God?
That you're in Weebland.
Yeah, that's true. Even though I haven't really gotten out much, but that's because, like, I don't know what to go out and do yet, but I'll figure it out.
No, you won't. Anyways, this is gonna be a new series where we podcast, dumbass bullshit. How it works is that first I, say stupid things, and then Ryan has to answer them.
Oh boy.
It's like all the fun of being an asshat without any consequences because someone else is responsible for it.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Alright, well, go ahead, asshat. Begin.
Okay, well,
Your words, not mine.
So, I was thinking we could do something controversial, but there's some, like, other weeb that we don't know how weeby he is. We don't know, he's like a non-factor over here. So, as far as I'm aware, I don't know if we can do that.
It wasn't planned either. It just kind of happened.
Yeah. So, instead, we'll talk about something less controversial, and that's okay too, because I was down with the sickness of talking about. I was down with the sickness about talking about this. All right, you ready?
I heard. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about totally not controversial vaccines. Actually, we're just gonna talk about video games. Unless you want to talk about vaccines.
Well, I mean,
vaccines and video games.
Yeah. With the vaccine, it causes the autism that makes you play more games.
Let's talk about vaccines.
That's fucking stupid.
Let's actually talk about
Go
vaccines.
ahead, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about vaccines.
I got one recently that keeps my brain from swelling.
Dun-dun-dun. Wait, what was it? Encephalitis?
Uh-huh.
What's it? Was I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically the Japanese version. I'm not sure what that one does, but I'm sure it involves a lot of I don't know. I can't even think of a good joke. Yeah, hold on. Give me some. I'll think of something. I think maybe it causes your eyes to swell out, so you look like an anime.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah, right? Like, then your eyes just explode out of your head.
I would, you know what? I'll be honest. Of my top favorite things to do, that is not one of them, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's a bad way to go.
If ever there was one,
let's talk about worst ways to go out.
No. Well,
either by humiliating
all right.
Listen, pain factor.
Listen. We can't just be changing in between. All right, we're gonna talk about vaccines and how they work, essentially, or well, not just how they work. We're just gonna talk about vaccines. So, give me an experience. Okay. What's the worst vaccine you've ever had? What's the best?
Oh. Worst? I don't really know. Because, it's just, here's a needle, it's inside of you now. Here's anti-sick drugs. There you go.
Now you won't catch Japanese cancer.
Yeah.
Thanks to the peanut gallery, we have input about how it works.
I like that, though, of like, okay, you won't catch specifically Japanese cancer.
You'll still get American cancer.
You'll still get American cancer, yeah, but not Japanese
But that's not related. That's not related to vaccines. The vaccines just prevent you from getting, I don't know, diseases in general. Do you know what diseases have been prevented thanks to vaccines? Do you know any? I mean, it's pretty easy. You could just give me any, like a one.
I want to say all of them, but I also want to say none of them because, like, still people will get the shot and like, okay, you're good, but then the next day they'll still get it anyway, But then other people will be like, no, I'm fine.
That's not true at all, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's a very common misconception, actually. The thing is, when you get a shot, right? Let's say you get the flu shot.
Yeah.
The flu shot, you're injected with a, air quotes, dead virus. The thing is, explaining how vaccines work to the common people is a little difficult because it requires you to have certain knowledge on medical and scientific terms, and not everybody does that because not everybody goes in and has a job in science. It's just, you remember and you learn what you need to, essentially.
Right.
So viruses are not considered living. A cell is considered alive.
Yeah.
All right, so like the average human cell or bacteria is considered alive, but viruses are not considered living. There's a reason why they're not considered living, and it's because they do not experience certain stages that are considered essential for being considered being alive. These stages include reproduction, because technically viruses don't reproduce. Now, yes, they can multiply. Yes, that's true. But
that's different than actual reproduction.
Yes, they don't do it in the standard way. They do it in a... They have to use another microorganism to reproduce. So if a virus gets a hold of bacteria, which is usually what they feed on, is bacteria, they inject themselves into... They like fucking produce like a penis and inject themselves into the damn fucking thing, the cell.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can reproduce. So when a virus is injected into for a vaccine, it is a virus that has had its reproductive mechanism destroyed. So it cannot reproduce. So if someone gets a flu vaccine and they get sick afterwards, two things have happened, or one of two things have happened. Either A, you had the virus already and you were going to be sick regardless, or B, you had the virus and your body is creating an immune response to the virus that's already inside of you. And so it's your body reacting to it. A lot of times what people don't take into account is that your body kind of is a bunch of dicks. It's kind of a bunch of dicks. Like, just really, it's just kind of a bunch of dicks. And they'll just fuck you up. Because they're like, you put something in your body and you shouldn't have done that. Now you're going to pay for it.
So, isn't there a thing with, hold on, what? Isn't that like how the flu kind of works in terms of, hey, this thing is killing us. All right, overheat to kill it.
Yes.
But if we overheat too hard, we'll kill ourselves. Whatever, do it.
You know what? That's a good, like, layman's version of it, sure. Like, overly simplified, yes, that's totally what it does. But you know what? That's important. You could be a spokesman for explaining how fucking drugs, I don't know, don't cause autism.
Yeah, I could. You explain it to me, and then I dumb it down for other people that are even dumber. It's like a translator.
Yeah. You know what? That's important. It's important that we have those. So when you get like a shot like that, that's what's going on. Just in general, it's if you get sick, it's not because of the shot. Well, I guess it's because of the shot, but it's not because of the shot. Do you get it? It's because the shot is the catalyst of something else going on in your body. Either, well, you sucked it, sucked a little bit, or you didn't suck enough. All right. Anyways, you suck too much or you suck too little, whatever. So
that's life.
So, like, you know, I was hoping that when I asked you that question about vaccines, if you were going to tell me something like chickenpox or something, whatever. You know, vaccines work differently based on the viral type. As in, it's usually the same principle, albeit my knowledge on the history of chickenpox vaccine is kind of hazy. If it's still the way that I remember it, or I'm sure it's changed, but it's because pox virus or chickenpox, whatever, is similar to other pox viruses. You're not actually inoculated. Inoculated is the term for it. With a chickenpox virus, you're inoculated with a cowpox virus. Now this works differently. It's essentially meant to trigger the response for chickenpox. At least in the United States. I don't know if it's everywhere, but at least in the United States, most people in the United States carry chickenpox their entire life. Right?
Right.
It hides within the cerebral spinal fluid, if I'm not mistaken. And that's where it, like, when it leaks out, it's like, you got sick. So you get the shot, you attempt it to come out, and then it's like, haha, chickenpox is deadly, and then it's like, or no, sorry, I am fucking getting smallpox and chickenpox mixed up.
Yeah, that's... Wow, do not mix those up. That is a bad vial to mix up.
Wait.
Can you
Ryan,
imagine that? Or like
Ryan,
someone accidentally
I have
gets it
some
mixed
bad
up?
news.
Yeah.
I think I drank smallpox.
Oh,
No, I'm joking.
I was about to say that's bullshit because like there's no way that they would just hand you a vial of it, even by possible slight accident.
I totally have handled like very crazy microorganisms in labs already, including anthrax.
Holy shit. What? Why would they just hand you that? And I'm not saying you, I mean anyone.
Well, because apparently the little waiver I signed was acknowledgement that if I do any fucking crazy shit, the FBI will be on my ass like a bioterrorist. which explains a lot.
What do you mean a lot? What have you been doing?
Nothing. Don't shut up. Anyway,
Alright, just no matter what, I'll be with you. No matter what, Griffith, I'm with you as long as you don't pop that fucking Baylett. Then we got issues.
You don't have a significant other right now.
Hell no, I don't. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, popping the bailiff.
Well, the popping of the Baylett isn't just about someone's significant other. It's
I don't
hey,
give
I'm
a
gonna
fuck
betray
what-
everybody.
Skibbity bop bop. Shut up. Anyways, smallpox is treated with cowpox.
Mhm.
Smaller reaction. It's good. We're good. You're good. We're good. Hey, we good. Go home, everybody. Have a great day. Oh wait, just kidding. People still, for some reason, think that vaccines cause autism. But I have some exciting news for you and for everyone, and it's a big fuck you in the face to essentially most of the people that cause me existential crises on a daily basis. And that's that you can now predict autism at 6 months. Do you know why that's important? Because
really, but
that's
also what?
that's before the
MMR vaccine.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
see. Well, that just fucking destroys everyone's arguments, doesn't it? But how does it determine it? Like, how the fuck does that do that?
Well, so that's I actually have to look that up because I'm actually not quite sure how it does it exactly, but I do know that that it's like I don't know, within the past 6 months new. And I heard about it from a teacher of mine, actually. Let me see. Let me actually look this shithole up. Yep. Okay. So they figured out like a pattern that you can scan for in babies, a brain scan you can do that will tell you, hey, Your child? Autismo.
It's actually cool that it does it by brain scans. That's good.
Yes, it is cool.
But I wonder what exactly it is that it's like, yo, it's right here. Wait, does that mean you could like, oh wait, no, the child would be too young to reach in there and pull it out?
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, actually maybe not, because like baby brains, or not brains, skulls are like still really soft and shit. They haven't really fused together yet, so maybe you can just open it up, get in there, and yank that out.
What? Yank out the part that causes autism?
Yeah, or fix it. I don't know.
No. I mean, there might be
Well,
at some point, but currently technology isn't that advanced. Because we don't know how to support the brain as it leaves. But it's... Apparently, it's based on this set... I believe it's called the corpus callosum. Right?
Mhm.
It's like your fucking connections that your brain sends to the rest of the parts of the brain and the body, and it's like, hey, think like this, buddy. And don't think like that, buddy. And
Because isn't it, or it's actually, mainly because I don't know much about the I don't want to call it disease, because that doesn't sound right. The condition, I guess, in how,
it's a disease.
is it a disease? I don't know.
I don't think so.
But mainly in how,
I'm just fucking with you.
like, how it determines, like, hey, don't think like this, think like that, in terms of, well, hold on, I don't even know what thinking like that or this is yet. I'm 6 months. I'm lucky
no.
I can understand my own thoughts.
No. It's autism is not like I think Sonic the Hedgehog is attractive. It's I think Sonic the Hedgehog is attractive because my brain is firing off these weird action potentials that don't actually normal. They don't actually normal.
Well, then I wonder how it is so many are drawn to so many of the same things. You know what I mean?
It's just common interest. It's something that you
okay.
fall into. I mean, every fucking thing has a fan base. I'm not autistic, but I like the Game Grumps. Like, there's autistic people that like the Game Grumps. I mean, I like cars. I like being able to drive cars. There's probably autistic people that really like cars. Like, just because
Yeah, good
they
point,
like...
good
I
point.
mean, maybe they sexualize cars. I mean, the internet sexualizes everything.
You
There's
know what it
nothing is safe.
You know what it
Nothing is sacred. Help me. Please, God, I'm dying.
You know what it is? It's just that they're the more upfront minority.
I suppose.
In terms of, like, look at my weird shit. It's like, I don't want to look at your weird shit, but now that you've shown me, this is all I'm going to know you for, you know?
Now I have new stuff to masturbate to. What?
Send me some. Wait, no. That reminds me. So, you know how Apple phones are fucking stupid and can't play WebMs, right?
No. I don't
Yes,
have
They
one.
can't. Exactly. Well, I'm explaining this to you in that they can't play WebMs. So, guess what androids can do?
Play WebMs? Is
My
this your first WebM?
what?
Is this your first droid?
Android? Yeah. Mainly because it's just like, oh, well, let's see how this works. Like, I'll still keep my 6 just to be a functioning fucking iPod, but that's about it. Unless I can get all my music on the new phone, in which case, fucking, this bitch empty.
I mean, yeah, you pretty much can. And the other... Wait, so did you end... wait, hold on. Do I want to ask you about the phone? Or do I want to continue what I'm doing?
What about it? What about my phone?
No.
Ask the damn question.
Okay. Why'd you spend so much
Do it,
fucking
Carl.
money on it?
Oh, mainly, I wouldn't have, but the reason I did is because it was the exact size, like gigs and shit that I wanted of 64.
But
it
Droid
was a
can have
newer...
SD cards.
Okay, well, shit. Well, this one comes with 64 normally, so it's like I may not ever have to get a new one because
Yeah, but
I
you
haven't
can-
even come close to that.
But you can use an SD card for a computer and a phone. Keep going.
I get that. Well, that means it already has... Does it already have that SD card in it already?
No, but you'd have to buy
Or is it just internal?
Yeah, no.
It's internal, right?
No, it has a slot that you can insert an SD card into.
God damn it, not the SD card, the memory. I'm saying the memory is already internal, right?
Yeah.
Like it's built in, it doesn't have an SD card. That's fine though. So I may not have to get an SD card ever because I'm not going to use 64 gigs of the damn thing.
Right, but
So
you
64 is perfect.
But are you planning to keep this phone when you return to America?
Yeah, totally.
All right. Smarmy bastard.
Anyway.
Okay,
Alright,
back
well,
to
let me-
vaccines. Back to vaccines. Let's get back on track.
Let me look up the actual phones themselves, and I'll tell you why I didn't
No,
pick
nah.
certain ones.
Hey, nah, bitch. Get back
Oh,
to
it's
the
too late.
podcast.
Well, I don't... That's what I'm fucking talking about. I thought this is not going in there? No?
No.
Is it? Is it not?
No.
Alright, fuck it, fine. I'll drop the damn topic.
I mean, it might.
Dingus?
I don't. We'll talk about technology on another day. We need to get through vaccines.
Okay.
Have you ever known
I
anybody
thought-
to be injured by vaccines, or have you ever been injured by vaccines?
No, because I don't talk with fucking idiots.
Well, I mean, you can get injured. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's why there's like this whole like company that's built around paying people off when they get hurt by vaccines. That makes it sound
those are just
really...
lawyers. Those are just lawyers, like, hyping shit up. Like, did you take this?
No.
So now
If
you
when you
answer,
sign the
guess what? You
paperwork,
can use our services.
when you sign the paperwork, like they're like, if you are injured, if any of these following things happen to you after getting this vaccine, make sure to call this number to find a representative to support you, because you can't, it's known that it happens. It very rarely happens because vaccines aren't perfect, but they don't cause autism. I mean,
Yeah.
but yes, you
I
can be hurt.
These are the same people that are, like, believing that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, ooh, I mean, that's true. And that those chemicals in the water turning freaking frogs gay.
I wonder what he's up to. Is he still doing shit since the divorce or whatever, or what?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's his livelihood.
Alright.
I mean, like, what else is he gonna do? Get a normal job? That's fucking stupid of you to even think. Even think. You don't even think, do you? Bitch? You don't. You know why? Because if you did, you'd understand that making conspiracy theories in this day and age, money. Money in the fucking bag, dude.
I saw something pretty funny the other day, where it's like, if you want to fuck with someone who believes in conspiracy theories, it's like, you actually believe, or it's like, you actually believe people landed on the moon? Ha! And then you just like reverse it on. It's like, you believe in the moon?
Dude, I think whoever you're watching on the internet is fucking dumb, because they'll believe you. They'll start believing you.
They
You need to
will.
just-
They'll be
but
like,
you
oh,
need to
you're
be-
right, the moon isn't real.
You need to just be real with people and just be like, dude, listen. The Earth is square. It's cubed.
Yeah.
And that's a like,
you think any of this is real? Just really, you think that's air you're breathing? Start fucking with it.
I mean, I don't think so. One of the cool things that I read when I was in my microbio class was like how damaging like it can be to just like be that kind of person and just be like, oh, I'm gonna be pompous about it and shit like that. Like, it's so damaging to the cause that you're trying to like show people that they're wrong, and it's people are wrong because they're afraid of being wrong. They're afraid that people are more afraid of the truth than they are of lies. And so it's easier for people to believe lies than it is truth.
Because the truth can be fucking weird sometimes.
Because the truth isn't fun. The truth is scary. Like, people want there to be a way to like dislodge the medical industry from the like grasp that it has, but the way people are going about doing it is not it doesn't work. Like, when they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go about it by teaching people holistic medicine and telling them that, like, you know, you don't need a vaccine and vaccines are bad, and like you go around doing that, and now we're seeing diseases that have been dead for hundreds of thousands of years, or sorry, that's fucking overstatement of the century. But we're seeing diseases that have been essentially eradicated come back into human population. When a disease is considered eradicated, it's considered eradicated because it's no longer in human population. That doesn't mean animals don't hold it. That doesn't mean animals can't hold it. That's the thing that makes diseases like influenza so deadly, that influenza can travel between animal hosts. So it's just, you know, the point is that it's not good to use the mentality, or like pompous mentality, to try and convince someone or try and show someone that they're wrong.
So don't go around telling people, "Oh, you believe in the moon."
Yeah, no, please.
Even if you're fucking with them.
Yeah, don't do that. That's
It's better just to call them stupid and move on.
Oh, I mean, it's not what I'm telling you. But I understand. No, but see, I understand it. Like, I understand it. It like fucking causes me such an existential like crises, because it's like I can't believe how much the school system has failed these people.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
And really, it's not
that
like,
or themselves of not wanting to do research on shit.
Well, okay, I have a theory, right? Hear me out on this theory.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get back on topic afterward. It's that learning how to learn, right? You need to be able to learn how to learn. You don't just like pick it up, in my opinion. You don't just like, you're not just one day like, yeah, I can fucking do this. You have to go at it.
You're trying to piece together your words?
No, I mean, you just have to learn how to learn. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's hard to do. You know, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't get it until you're out of school in general.
I don't know. I just like, I'm gonna read and write this, and it'll eventually get in my fucking brain.
Yeah, but that's because you learned how to learn at some point.
Yeah.
Like, I remember not being able to. I didn't know how to learn at one point, and I was really young, and I knew what letters spelled my name, and like how to spell my name. But I remember being in like I guess it would be considered like daycare or something, and just not understanding, like, how do I learn? How is it that I learn?
I don't know. I guess I never really put any thought into how that works. It's just like, I don't know, it just does. Shut up. And that's why you go to college and I don't.
I guess so.
Da 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 da.
But like, I don't know. I think that like it's underestimated that you have to somehow learn the
Where
theory.
the fuck? If you say that again.
It goes
You've said it
along
like
with the
10
idea.
times now.
It goes along with the idea that like speech precedes thought. You need to learn how to speak before you can like put words into thought.
Mm-hmm.
And thus you need to know words to be able to think.
Yeah, outside of just like basic things like, oh, stomach hurt,
Yeah,
need
like,
food.
but like that's too many words.
But well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you think that without the words, you just feel it. You just
Yeah, you just feel. But whatever. That's the thought process that I go through. But like when it comes to people,
which is real interesting when you think about it for like animals. You know,
When it
like they
comes
don't think
to people,
hungry. They just
yeah, they just do it.
need it. They just do. I'd like it if animals could think like with words and shit though. So when they see a human being, I like to imagine they're just like, the fuck is that?
Yeah,
What the hell's
you know
that
what?
thing?
That's funny. So let's see.
Like when that kangaroo got punched in the face. Like I want to know what it was possibly thinking. Like if we could put like English human language onto it.
What the hell
Like-
just happened to me, dude?
Yeah.
Um,
Because I think I know what happened in that fight where like he hit it right on the snout. So I'm pretty sure it was just so stunned and in
booped
pain.
his
It was just,
He-
he couldn't do anything.
he booped his fucking snoot, didn't he, dude? I'm gonna boop his snoot.
I'm gonna bop you on the nose. What? Bonk. Can you make that video where it has like a cartoon bonk noise as soon as he hits it?
A cartoon. Bonk. Like from TF2?
It'd be. No, wait, hold on. Let me just look up stock bonk noise. Sure, I'll find it.
Bonk.
I'm thinking like Scooby-Doo, old school bonk. Stonk. I meant stock.
I always get stalk and stonk mixed up myself. I've never done that ever. Kill yourself.
I just realized. So like I typed it out again, and then that's when I was like, wait a minute. I didn't process because I've been saying bonk. So like I was like stonk. That's not right. I'm a fucking idiot.
I convinced you to
All
say
right,
stonk.
No, hold on. That was really weird because as soon as I played the noise, he started laughing at the same time. Here, this is the sound I was thinking. Or any of these so far.
I can't hear any of them, so.
I've sent
GG.
them to you, ding dong. Oh god.
G fucking G, dude. LOL, XD.
Wait, Rainbow Six Siege Outbreak?
Oh,
The
is
fuck
that
is
out now?
this?
They have a zombie mode.
I don't know, apparently. Oh, that's
You know what came out that I really want?
What?
Can you guess?
Oh, it's not Monster
Metal
Hunter because
Gear
I know you have that.
Survive.
Oh, the bad taste game.
Ah, I see. I think we need to stop talking and get back to our podcast.
I see. You are motherfucker.
So, anyways,
links for that shit.
So, anyways,
I can hear you listening to the video.
no. Anyways,
Maybe it's just phantoms.
The way that the rest of those vaccinations work, right? They just like people don't understand what it takes to create autism. Autism isn't like a disease. It's not something you pass.
Create it.
You don't.
Tell me, like, what do you mean create?
Like you can okay, so my example is that you can create like influenza. When they make a vaccine, what they do is they try and recreate what they think will be this generation's or this next generation. By generation I mean season. This season's version of the virus, because the virus changes whenever it reassorts by infecting a new species of animal. When it infects when it passes from one species to the next, the genes in it reassort, right? And they create different side effects. So this year around, when this flu season came out, what happened was they had predicted certain gene expressions in the virus that didn't actually show up. And it's why the virus was considered, or the vaccine was considered, a failure. Because it was only a certain percentage effective based on the fact that the virus didn't work, or the virus that they created in a lab was not compliant with the virus that they needed to make.
Okay.
Do you want me to make it dumb for you?
Yeah, you might need to, because like a lot of that was just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, let's say you had virus A, right? Flu virus A.
Oh no.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And flu virus A was last year's virus.
Mm-hmm.
This year, flu virus A comes back after infecting weasels and tigers and lions. These are just animals that I'm throwing out. And comes back, and it's now flu virus B. But what we thought was going to happen was that it was going to be flu virus C. So we were wrong. And because we were wrong, the virus survived. First of all, it survived the vaccine. And then that's what happened. It survived the vaccine because we were like, okay, it's probably going to be virus C this time around. So we're going to go and predict and make a vaccine for virus C. And then it turned out it was not virus C. Yeah.
So is there ever going to be a chance where it's like, oh, hey, we got it right, and then it's just done?
The virus?
Yeah.
Probably not. The only reason why is because there's multiple strains out there. Yep. And because there's multiple strains, there's multiple things that can happen in between there. Like, you can have the flu virus infect like an animal that we didn't predict, and thus something different happens that we didn't expect to happen. And because something different that we didn't expect to happen happened, something different changes about the virus. And it's like, it's the hardest game of hide and go fuck yourself. When it comes to the flu virus.
Stupid.
The thing is,
right.
The biggest issue with the flu virus is the possibility that at some point we will overuse our vaccination methods, and the virus will become so powerful it'll just kill us off. Because at this point, in a war of attrition, it is winning so fucking hard. It is like we're a mouse and it's a wall. And lately, we've been just using, we've been doing things that will allow us to, like, survive it or, like, get through it as a wall. But, if you know anything about walls and, like, concrete, is eventually that wall is just going to get covered up and there's not going to be any holes left. Yeah. But that's for another time. This is about vaccines, and I think we covered most of what we should cover and talk about vaccines. Because it's just vaccines are important, and if you really think that shots can cause autism, you can get your kid checked at 6 months, and it will tell you whether or not they are going to have autism. And it was going to happen eventually.
Congrats. Here's your sticker.
Here's the you tried.
Right here, they like stickers.
You tried sticker because, well, you know what? I actually don't blame you. I think that it's a lot of issues. You probably didn't have good teachers, or your parents didn't like push you to do well in school, or maybe
I
you
blame
just fell on hard times.
He forgives you. I don't.
And maybe no, I didn't say I forgive. I just said I sympathize. It's not necessarily.
I don't.
You don't have kids.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, thank God. You're an idiot. Shut up. We'll talk about kids and viruses and video games.
Well, I mean, think about it. Think about
politics on some
who
other
I
day.
could possibly have those kids with. There's only 3 people. One of them, it's okay. Another one, I'd rather not, because you weren't that great a person to date. And the last one, hell fucking no.
Well, you don't. That's only right now. Shut up, bitch. I'll punch you in your fucking face someday when we talk about love and how brain love.
It's how it's chemicals?
No. Well, I mean, sure, you can look at everything in a cold and callous way, but you're just being fucking cringy at that point.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
I knew it would be funny.
A little bit? A lot
I
of
said it
it?
because I knew it would be funny. It would
More
get
like
a rise out of you.
A lot of bit cringy.
And look at it. It's working. Okay.
I'm joking.
Yeah, that would suck.
Don't do it, boy.
No, don't do it.
I'm a virgin.
Well, what time is it over there? Where?
I'm just closing up everything. Yeah, I mean, it's time. It's 6 now. So
It's time.
it's time to call this a completed podcast. This is a podcast about vaccines. We got a little bit distracted, but we did stay in focus, and we talked about whatever we were talking about for about an hour. I've been your host, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Wait,
Right.
he invented something. I'm gonna say I still have the credentials as him, because maybe I'll invent something one day. And until I die, you can't prove that I didn't. Alright?
Yep. Good luck, fuckers.
Good luck, fuckers. I'll be dead anyways. Good night. Good luck. And what would you say at the end of a television show, Ryan?
Tune in next time to see who lives and who dies. That's how TV shows end, right?
Hey there. This is Cranciosis. I want to thank you for watching this podcast. It took some time to make, and some changes to the channel had to be made due to Ryan's leave. But I'd like to thank you. If you stayed through this, you probably already agree with my opinion. Or rather, my factual evidence. If you didn't, you probably didn't. Meaning, if you didn't agree, you probably left already. If you did stay, thank you for taking the time. Below in this video are some links to some videos and some links to some websites that might help you to shape your opinion to a manner that is more factual. This seems callous to say, but I mean it with the utmost hope that this will help you. Thank you. Have a great night. See you next time. When we talk about esports, totally different subject.